Howdy folks, I'm here to talk about being a metal worker. I build big things and small things and cool things and fun things all around the world. So let's talk about what a metal worker does. Come on! One thing a metal worker gets to do is build massive structures, like part of this house. Every day it's like working on my own playground. Sometimes we just add heavy steel I-beams to other projects so that they can hold up more weight. Sometimes we make fences. Sometimes we make railings. And sometimes we're just working on big, huge, heavy piles of steel. Finally, one of our favorite things to do is use metal to make new inventions for people to see and touch and add convenience and beauty to our everyday lives. A lot of what we do involves using an amazing computer-aided designing program to design every single component in the virtual environment before we make it in the shop with real tools and allow it to become a functional item out in the world. By being a metal worker, we get to turn ideas into real things out in the world, covered in cool textures and fascinating details. Now let's talk about what we get to do. I get to drive cool machinery like this forklift to bring in my raw materials. The next thing I do is take those raw materials and cut them in a cutoff saw. But first, I'm going to protect my eyes and my ears before we operate this horizontal bandsaw. Sometimes I have to take away the sharp edges on a belt sander. Everything a metal worker does requires lots of safety equipment. Do you think I'm ready to have molten metal landing on my feet? Otto! Hey! Steel-toed leather boots! Next thing I'm going to need if I'm a metal worker is a leather apron. This leather apron helps me if I'm working with my hands to prevent hot sparks or any other damage happening to my body. If I'm doing hot enough work, I wear this leather coat and these big leather gloves. Now all I've got to do is protect my eyes and my ears. Now I'm all set for some grinding. But what if I want to do some welding? I'm going to get rid of these eye protection and hearing protection and put on my welding helmet. Now I'm ready to go to work. I've got an air-fed respirator and a welding helmet that protects me from blinding light.
I am your father.
Do you think that I can bend this 1-inch steel bar? Let's find out. Now I'm going to try one more time to bend that steel bar by using an oxyacetylene torch. First of all, let's start the extra ventilation. Next, I'm going to put on special dark sunglasses to protect my eyes from the bright flame. Now I'm going to light this oxyacetylene torch. That's the hottest flame on the planet. Let's see if I can bend that steel. Under the hottest flame on the planet, the molecules of the steel will begin accelerating, and as the bar turns from red to orange to yellow, the heat has allowed the steel bar to go from a solid into being a liquid, and I can bend it using only my muscles. Sometimes I crush things. Sometimes I drill things. And sometimes I get to use cool machinery like this. Sometimes I cut things. And sometimes I save $500 on my car insurance. A big part of what I do is welding. Welding uses electricity to turn steel into molten metal, which comes out of this gun onto the parts. It's just like pouring syrup onto pancakes. Now you can see that these two parts have become one part. The welding gun applied liquid steel between these two parts, and they're stuck together forever.
Whoa!
When you're a metal worker, you can build small things, you can build big things, you can build the world, you can even build this enormous swing set.